Okay, this is a quick vid on how to use URI's SDC software-defined connectors with Thetis to CW skim everything that's happening and automatically put all the call signs that it decodes on the spectrum in Thetis. So we're going to start from scratch, and we're going to configure this all up. So download SDC connectors, and you may have to talk to URI via email or make a donation and stuff to get this TCI tab to appear. That's if you want to use TCI. You can obviously use COM as CAT in this system, but I'm not going to go over that in this vid. So we'll start from scratch. So we've downloaded SDC, and we're going to start up Thetis. And we don't have anything configured on here at all. So we'll wait for this to come up, and then we will head to Setup, Networking, Network, make sure TCI is switched on. Looks like something else is connecting. That's quite interesting. It's perhaps this in the background without... let's just see. Yes. So SDC is connecting up even though TCI is not enabled on there. See, there we go. So we're not worried about that, but it's just something I noticed. So I'll have to talk to URI about that to make sure his software is not connecting up to stuff unless the TCI tab is turned on. So there we are. It's auto connected, and it's going to localhost, which if I disconnect, so that would be 127.0.0.1, which is localhost, but you can have that in there as well. Port 50,001, which is the same port as here, and there's the localhost part. If you want to use your own IP of your machine, then you can put that in there. And then you would have to toggle this off and on for it to bind to that IP, and then this won't be able to connect to it, as you notice. See, it's failing. So you'd have to have the same IP in here, 0.83, and then it connects fine. But I just use localhost in there and make sure this is set to 127.0.0.1. I spelled that right, did I? 127.0.0.1. There we go. Yeah, it's connected up. So you can see that when Thetis shuts down, the connection is dropped, and then when Thetis starts up, the connection comes back. And I don't know if that's a new feature of this SDC connectors, because this is quite a new build, but I don't know if he's disabling that and just using this method, which I'm not going to cover in this video, or if he auto connects. But anyway, that's that. So next thing, let's set up Thetis. What I'm going to do, I'm using a transmit profile that I've already set up called IQ data. It has these associated with it, these devices, so it's outputting on line 2. Buffer size doesn't really matter because don't care too much about latency and that sort of stuff, but the sample rate is 48k, 48,000 hertz. And what we want to do is make sure we have this ticked on, and this isn't saved as part of the profile, I don't think so. You will have to... oh yes, it is. So if we save that with this, I might have to add this SwapIQ as well, because that's not being included in the profile at the minute. But anyway, let's get back on track. Set the audio device up to output to line 2. IQ output to VAC, SwapIQ. That needs to be turned on, and we'll cover that in a sec. Okay. So if we look at the TCI log, you'll see that stuff is coming through no problem. Right, the next thing to consider is, because we've got this sample rate, 48,000. I want to be in the middle, so I want the same on the left as the right. So what I'm going to do is set this to halfway, so I'll get 24 kilohertz below and 24 kilohertz above. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch C-tune off so it centralizes on that frequency. And let's go into here, use a skimmer server. So we've just added this, and what we'll do now is configure this. So we want audio IQ and TCI, and we're using that line 2 that we're outputting the IQ into. This IQ swap may not be visible on your version of SDC. I think Yuri is planning to remove this, and he may have already done so on some of the builds that are on his website, but this special version he sent me a link to has got it enabled, because I wanted to do some testing. Set your sample rate down here to match 48k, and then we can start the skimmer server, or the skimmer, and you will see that it is instantly decoding all the CW, and it starts from 40k. You can see roughly the noise coming in there from 14 meg, sorry, and it's going right to, well, this would be 48 right up there, but yeah, and it is decoding that entire bandwidth there all at once. You can click on any of these and it'll take you straight to the CW signal. I'm going to turn C-tune back on now so that it just moves the VFO around. I don't want to have this recenter and all this jiggle around. I'll show you the difference. It does work, but it just I prefer it in this mode. So we go to this LU50, click on him. It's moved the the frequency to there, and we have we've got him centered in the 400 hertz filter, and we can click on DK5XG there, and there he is, and there's his so there's the filter, and there's his we can have that bigger, of course. There's his call sign that's been added there. So yeah, that's it working. If you have C-tune turned off, of course this pan adapter will recenter all this, but it does track perfectly anyway, so it depends how you want to use it. You can move this up and down. You can right click on here and get different spacing. You can click on any one of these and view a conversation that has happened at that frequency that's been decoded. And because there's a contest going on at the moment, there's quite a lot of signals. If you want to listen to these at the same time, at the moment this option here doesn't do anything. Use RX2. It used to use VAC2 to output the IQ when that was ticked on, but all the code from that's been removed, it looks like, from 2018, 2019, so I'll have to talk to the people that were involved in that to see if we can reinstate that functionality. So IQ would go to the VAC2 settings, and you'd be able to hear over VAC this CW. At the moment, the only way to achieve that is to enable RX2, do a VFO sync, and then have your VAC2 audio coming out there. We could try that here quickly. Let me just change my video recording software to record from a different virtual cable, so we'll use 3 for that, and we'll set up RX2. We'll copy A to B, and we will turn, we've got the same modes, C-tunes set, and we'll turn VSync on, VFO sync, so if we change the one frequency it'll do the other like that. And then we'll go into here, VAC2 output to line 3, make sure this is low so it's not going to blow the recording out of the water, and turn that on. And now if I unmute this, we have the CW in there as well. But the issue with this is that obviously we've got RX2 in view and we don't really need it, and all the other sort of implications that are with that. You can change how long these spots survive for in networking, so you can change the lifetime of them. Those ones are all now culled. Run this at sort of 10 minutes if you want. The maximum number of spots it copes with is up to 1,000, and you can just clear them at any time on there. You can set up cat commands and stuff to do that as well, and MIDI I think. So yeah, there's a quick overview of how to get it set up. So hopefully that will help. Alright, cheers then.